Breaking news, there are reports of a possible tornado overnight in the Bay City area of Queen Anne's County, causing a string of damage. WJZ and Mike Schuh are live there with more. And Mike, we're getting an update from emergency officials right now.
I'll give you an update. Right now, our primary focus is on Bay City. Bay City is where the most significant damage is. Fire department, law enforcement, and EMS are currently gridding the area to start doing search and checking on residents in that area. Do have an update as far as injuries. We did have one injury that was transported to the Queen Anne's ER. We told it was non-life threatening. It was some type of puncture wound, but it's been the only transport our EMS crews have done. We want to emphasize, which is very important, that people shelter in place and do not leave their homes until we get the power situation taken care of. You must treat, if anybody leaves their homes, they must treat any down line as if it was hot. That two of the main transmission lines were taken out in the storm, and it's going to be a significant amount of time until they can get it up. Delmarva Power has full sources out here, and they do have mutual aid responding in to assist them. We currently are estimating about 8,000 residents that do not have power at this time, and it's basically Route 8, 50 corridor all the way down to the bottom of Kent Island. It's out of power right now. We also want to inform the public, especially in the Bay City area, people that have home generators, to make sure that their generator is running on the outside. Some fire department officials found some generators running on the inside of people's homes. That's very dangerous, so make sure that their generators are on the outside. Also be aware, if you're running a generator or generator operations, they can backfeed the power lines, and it will make the power lines hot, even though the power's off. So again, be very careful of power lines that are down, and we ask everybody to stay in their homes. Citizens that live on the south part of Kent Island, if they don't need to travel north of Kent Island today or travel on Route 8, we ask them to stay home. Anybody who does not have to go to work today, we ask them to stay home. We're trying to keep the traffic at a minimum on Route 8 and keep it open for our public safety responders. I think that's it. So I'll open it up for questions if anybody's got any questions.
Based on what you've seen in daylight, do you have a better sense of the grouping of the damage and how extensive it is?
Right now, we do not have that. As I was walking down here, they were just getting ready to go out and do the grid searches. So by the next update, I'll be able to give you a little more detail on the exact damage. One question somebody asked us when we were down here before, when can you go in and actually film? As soon as we deem it safe on the power line situation, we'll let you guys in there to take a look around and actually film what's going on. But right now, it is just not safe to go back there.
What is the National Weather Service coming to do there to walk about?
That I'm not sure. We've been in direct contact with the Weather Service, but I do not know when they're actually going to respond on site. Any other questions? We're going to come back in about an hour, give you another update, and then we'll play it by ear from there.
Thank you.
So I'm hoping to have a lot more detail in an hour. Any other questions? Thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
So back now live, you just heard that those members of the Queen Anne's County Emergency Services and State Police and the fire, and they're basically asking people to stay home because Route 8 is just the one road that bisects this peninsula here, and it is already very crowded with emergency personnel and people from the power lines and the folks from the county trying to cut down trees and such. So they're asking people to stay off the roadway, stay home if they can. And the other interesting thing is that people who are using generators, they're asking them to make sure that they are outside of their house, because that could be another problem with carbon monoxide poisoning, and make sure that they get it out of the garage. So the bottom line is that no one was killed in this possible tornado. A house collapsed, 3 or 4 damage, some townhome damage, and then also damage to a shopping mall near here. One injury, one person went to the Queen Anne's County hospital near here. So that is the scene from Kent Island. I'm Mike Schuh, WJZ Eyewitness News, reporting live. Back to you, Lynn, on TV Hill.
Mike, thank you.